Welcome back, you guys, to another episode of The Wolf Among Us. Are you guys ready to figure this out? Because I know I am. I'm super done being confused. As always, if this is your first time clicking into the video, we do videos every single day, and I do apologize that today is a little late. I do all of my reels and my shorts and my like bulk editing on Saturdays and Sundays. So recording gets pushed back later and later and later. Honestly, the biggest thing for me is knowing that I was wrong last time. If you guys remember, and this isn't your first time clicking into the channel, again, thank you so much for being here. If you recall, actually, before I say anything, I should probably say spoilers. So if this isn't your first time clicking in and you've not seen this gameplay before, please do not proceed further because I will spoil what just happened. So I guess Georgie is the killer, which I didn't see coming, if I'm being honest. Why would he kill his own girls? Something still just is like picking at my brain. It's like nagging, so I don't really know what's going on. I think there's a bunch of people in on this, and for whatever reason, Bigby's had his head in the sand, and so is Snow White. Snow White's a little bit of a weird one for me too. I'm also kind of curious about the farm. A part of me is like, there's something probably bad going on there, so I really want to get down to the nitty-gritty of what's going on at the farm. It's funny, I was actually watching a reel back that I had made at the beginning of the Wolf Among Us series, and I remember Faith, the first person who dies, talking to us, and she's like, "Oh, you like my ribbon?" And our response is beautiful. In my mind now, when I watched it back, I was like, well, that's a stupid thing to say. It's the thing that's imprisoning them. Of course they don't think it's beautiful. Honestly, I thought that was kind of hilarious. All right, let's do this. I think there's... seems like a very short episode for some reason. Like, this scene wasn't very long. This scene wasn't very long. This scene wasn't very long. So let's go ahead and maybe finish this whole episode here. Episode Cry Wolf.
How did it get this?
Oh, okay, right. Hopefully we can get some freaking answers.
What? Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses.
As if we wouldn't find you here.
Crooked Man's the one you want.
Obviously.
But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
Nah, you're coming with me.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
Yeah, I wanted the killer no matter
me?
what. Like, we know that the Crooked
Please,
Man
Sheriff.
is there, but we wouldn't have been able to bring in the Crooked Man.
Look at him. He's dying.
I'll arrest you
I'll
too.
arrest you too if I have to.
Yeah, you're coming with us.
It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure...
Okay, hold on. We all make mistakes, but not everyone is making the mistake of killing somebody. Please, Sheriff, we've all made mistakes. I promise, is killing business, we're done. We're out of it. We're not doing it again. It was a total accident. They fell and they cut off their own heads. It was... What can you do?
Sure they couldn't talk
Murder
with those
can't
damn
be...
ribbons, and then he killed them. You're
Yeah.
wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls
So
are...
it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't-
fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too?
Yeah.
You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? Ugh. I did what I had to! You
Oh my
can't
God.
fucking blame
You
me for
didn't
that.
have to do anything.
Look,
Why did you do it?
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told.
BS.
Don't give me that bullshit. You're responsible.
Like hell I am. Look.
We know the
Faith
Crooked
and
Man
others
is
tried to pull a run on
responsible,
us.
but...
And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them.
It's still
And then
your
he fucking sold me
responsibility
out.
because
The both of you can go
they're
rot in hell.
your
Do you think I'm the one to
they're
fucking
your
blame?
ladies.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger.
Yep.
Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want.
What?
I can tell you
How
made up
else
your
are we
mind.
supposed to believe
Doesn't
that?
matter if it's fucking true or not.
What are you talking about?
Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith.
It would have been
It won't
your
free
head or
friend
somebody
Nerissa.
else's head.
And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing.
You're a coward. Because you could have died in their place.
So easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault.
Or we'll deal with the cooking man later. You can just... He's like a baby
But
throwing
what
a
was I supposed to
tantrum.
do? You don't
Take
know
the
what
fault.
It's like, Bigby.
Stop
How
whining.
could you know?
You could have let
At the
them
end
go.
Of the day, you're just like him.
Could have let them
You
go.
could have done anything else. You could have
Literally
let them go.
anything else but
Could
murder.
have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
Murder!
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Then tell us.
If I freed them,
Oh?
what would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die,
What does that mean?
do you still think
She's
I had
involved?
a fucking choice?
Leave her out of
I
this?
told you, you don't
She's
know the
involved.
fuck about anything.
Wait, how is she involved in all this?
This is the original.
The
The
original
girl
what?
with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other.
Wow.
I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame
How
me.
could you?
You're
Those were
not
your
innocent here
ribbons.
I know
You've
that,
been helping
but did it
him.
have
Those
to
were
be
your
like this?
ribbons. Yeah,
Wait,
pin her down a little
those
bit.
were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do.
Nah.
You have to understand. Nobody was supposed to die.
Yeah, but now that they were.
It was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit. What the fuck are you supposed to
We'll
do
find
then?
another way.
We'll find
I
another
was so
way.
close to pulling that
she
trigger.
doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here, please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience.
A part
Don't
of
I
me
get
did
a
want to
say?
pull that ribbon.
It's my life.
I said, I'm not doing
Like
it.
it was either of yours
Of course
to
you
give
do.
up in the first place.
Not
I
if you're
wasn't
involved.
really-
Just shut up.
Not if you're
don't
involved.
get a choice if you're involved in this.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them, what I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian,
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
This is running from your problems. Stop it.
don't.
Goodbye,
Vivian,
Georgie.
no! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian?
Ooh-wee. You happy now?
You happy now? Is this what you wanted?
Rubbing salt in the wound. Okay.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh!
She could have been helpful in the investigation. Well, actually, I think she wasn't she? Because... Oh, right, because she was the original... Nerissa is saved.
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
Those are supposed to be inside your body.
I'm gonna die here.
I thought you
think
can't
we
kill
both know
fables.
that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright?
Why do you care? Don't worry about him. He'll get
both
worse
of
than
us.
you.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole.
Why will Georgie remember that if he's dying?
You wanna finish
Does it
me off
matter?
now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by
Hurt
one?
him.
That's what you want to do, right?
You deserve worse.
Well, whatever
He's
it
already
is,
sitting in
just
his
get it
own
over
guilt.
with.
That's
I'm
not who I
sticking around
am.
for much longer.
That's not who I am.
Sure it's not. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends.
We promised Snow White we'd take him in.
Quick. I know what I did. Let's not draw this out.
Leave him. He deserves to sit in his guilt. Yes, he deserves to suffer. And if leaving him...
What? You're just gonna leave
Yep.
me here?
I'll send someone for your body. This is your punishment.
You'll have plenty of time to think about what you've done.
Fuck you,
Yep.
piece of shit.
We weren't the ones who directly killed him, but yeah, indirectly killing him still, counts for something, right? Man. That is cold, Bigby. Oh, man. That was really good. That was so cool. Okay, so I'm happy that those were just really fast, and I was really just trying to think about my decisions very thoroughly before I hit the buttons. This is all coming to a close, huh? Okay, why did we get the note about how Georgie will remember? He's gonna be dead unless he doesn't die. Does that mean that we had the opportunity to kill him and he's gonna come back to like haunt us or bite us in the butt? Interesting, interesting. There you go.
Of course.
Bigby. So Nerissa should be saved now. Interesting. I had a thought while watching that whole thing play out. I'm a firm believer that you always have a choice in something. And if the Crooked Man wanted these girls to be dealt with because they were running away, yeah, I'm sure that he's implying that you kill them. But at the end of the day, you had that choice of whether or not you wanted to be a part of this clown act or if you wanted to save your own skin, You could have opted out. You could have said no. You could have dealt with it some other way. Come to us, maybe. Then again, we had Crane that we were under, so I wouldn't have trusted Crane in my operation either. But he just stood by and he pulled the trigger. You can't be a big baby about it. Georgie
Bigby
couldn't.
Wolf.
Oh, I know
big
that.
bad wolf.
Yep. She's gonna get everything that's coming to her.
You used to be something.
Ooh. What's that say? Oh, that's us at the pawn shop. So they've been keeping some very, very close tabs on us. So Nerissa and Faith, looks like they're in an argument down there. I don't want to be fooled into thinking, Nerissa's good when I want to like skeptically not trust anybody is what I'm thinking. But as I was saying before, anyways, Georgie is the one who pulled the trigger on everything. You can't just pretend that someone made you do these things. He really just wanted to save his own skin at the end of the day. If he really said no, he probably, the Crooked Man probably would have killed him instead. But instead, he chose the coward's way out and hurt somebody else in the process.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Can't say that I blame him because everyone's scared to die, but these inverted controls are so weird. Shalom. There we go. They're like constantly moving. The controls are.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
You don't scare me. Oh my god. Okay, maybe you do scare me a little bit.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
How do we kill somebody that can walk through
Doesn't wanna
mirrors?
play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Cut the crap. I'm talking to
Hey,
you.
I'm talking to you.
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners?
The last several
Or
options
was
have
she too
been
busy
hit
fighting
him or hit
whatever
her.
breeze drifted through town?
Oh, you.
Oh, come on.
Oh my god, her eyes just went weird.
Is that the best you can do?
Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah! Get her, Bigby. Get her. You've taken enough of her shit. How is she just constantly able to disappear? There's no mirrors in here. Did anyone ever do that? That little game where you say Bloody Mary 5 times in front of a mirror? I think I did once, but I got to 4 because I was like, ooh, I'm not gonna test fate. I think I believed it. Maybe I still believe it. Oh, she is scary. Oh my god, what? Over here. I didn't know she had another form. Spooky. I didn't know we were playing a horror game. Alright, baby. We're gonna take this nice and slow. Oh my god! Okay, that actually got me. And I don't think I hit the button in time. Oh, we're going back? Okay. Dude, she's like a vampire! Okay, I think I hit all of them.
Come out and face me.
Ew! I liked you better last before. Ugh! Stop doing that. Her face is vibrating. Okay, I can't even focus. I wonder what she gets out of it for being the Crooked Man's assistant. God. Come on. Oh, God. Oh, God. She is disgusting and so creepy. You know, the Crooked Man definitely has himself quite the bodyguard. I'm not gonna pick the right one. I don't even know what to say here. How are we gonna get out of this? What can kill a person that can multiply into a million different people and can walk through mirrors. Bigby! No! That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I thought for a second, I was like, I thought he looked like a bigger wolf. That is crazy. He's got like all these different evolutions. Oh, sorry. Was not paying attention. Oh my god. This is so sick. He's so cute. Look at his face. Are we huffing and puffing? We're gonna blow this shit down. Oh yeah. Huff and puff. And we'll blow this bitch away. And our vibrating face. I don't want to see it anymore. Ew, could you refrain from doing that again? That was disgusting. Badass. That was awesome. That was so sick. Poor Bigby. Yeah, he's a scary motherfucker too. Honestly, it just makes me wonder why he chose to become like a detective and stuff. Ooh.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6
Shit,
rounds of
I dropped the
specially
controller. Here we
designed
go.
silver bullets.
Hold on.
Now, I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee
refrain.
that at least one bolt will meet its mark, and you'll find yourself rolling on the floor in agony, unable to heal yourself. Without Swinehart to save you, you'll die. Is that reason enough for you?
It is.
Before you do anything with me,
I'm not
I
stupid.
thought I should point out a few things.
I want to figure this
Snow
out.
White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she?
Yeah.
And that's what I want.
You're dealing with me,
Snow's
though.
not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back.
That just makes me want to
alive.
defy even more.
Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that?
Why would you want
I
that?
will
You
have a
won't be
trial.
alive. Tell me now.
Are we
Tell me
clear?
now.
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere
You
until I
need
get
to
some
convince
answers from
me,
you.
not
If you
you.
want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me.
He's
Look,
scared of
there's
us.
no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm
so
no murderer,
interested.
Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women.
You didn't.
And I think you know that.
But you've
All I'm
enslaved
asking
people.
for is a
Bull
chance
BS, I
to
believe,
explain my
Georgie.
side of the story.
Then what are you? Then what are
You're
you?
not a killer? Then what are you?
I'm a businessman.
Yes.
Not a killer.
You're taking advantage.
There's still a lot you have to
Yeah.
answer for.
And I will. As long as you agree
He's so
to my terms.
confident about
Because I'm not
this.
saying another word until I'm brought before the community.
I don't want a community riot though.
But just so we're clear.
But I also don't want the community to hate
you
us
change
for
your
taking
mind
him
and
away.
decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers.
I do
But you
want
will have a
answers.
difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this.
I do want
miserable town.
answers. He's waiting for something. What is he waiting
You're
for?
often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the. Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is
Answers.
concerned, I mean.
It's about
Do you
faith.
really want
It's
the
about
truth?
justice. It's
Or
about
do you just want to
Fabletown.
look like the hero? Because those are two
It's about
very
Fabletown.
different things.
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders 2 of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them.
But you're enslaving
Georgie.
people, right?
He's dead, isn't he?
I didn't kill him.
My point
Indistinctly.
being, the killer has been
Indifferently.
dealt with.
Wait.
You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous
Again?
interactions with her have gone rather well.
All right, let's go.
Again?
Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind.
Again?
What do you say?
A part of me thinks that
Fine. I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable
makes me
pup.
think.
I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
Hit him. He deserved it. He deserved it. I broke his nose.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your
Are we gonna be able to
punishment
build a
will
case?
follow.
I wanted answers. Okay, that was my decision. The reason I chose not to kill him was because I want answers.
I know, but we have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
That was really good that we spared him. I just
Are you
totally forgot
okay?
about Lily and
It's
how
been
angry they were.
hours. We were
Shoot.
worried you'd run into some trouble.
Don't I look
At the
okay?
Crooked Man's
He
place.
didn't make it
And
easy.
after what happened with Mary,
Well, he didn't make it easy.
what happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not
don't
that you did
pander me.
well,
Shut
but
up.
That, you know,
Bring Nerissa in.
I'm just.
I wanna see that
glad
lovely
you made
face
it
again.
Back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right to
And what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
I thought more people would be on his
Everyone,
side. Interesting.
Can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this
Oh,
as soon as
and
possible.
Belle and Beauty wanted us to kill
The
him
Crooked
too.
Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't
You gave the
mean
order.
to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
He suffered in the
Georgie
end.
paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
It wasn't our fault. It wasn't my fault.
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't.
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the
What
charges.
other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my
How about I
rights,
kill you
Miss
instead?
White.
How about I go ahead and kill you right now?
In front of all these people?
Absolutely.
Like I give a shit.
After the rest of your
You
crimes
tell him,
are read
Bigby.
through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
That's how it works. You get read your charges.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order.
Hold on. I will say that he was an accomplice in the murder of the two women. So technically, he could still be charged, right? In like the ideal court of law. Yeah. He knew about the murders, so he's an accomplice because he never came forward. That, I think, is what we can get him for. Just because he didn't do
Inciting
it.
violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
Actually, yeah.
Aiding
That-
and
yeah.
providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
Being condescending prick.
Now, is
We'll
there
let Snow
anything
finish.
you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
You were an accomplice.
Like hell you didn't.
Stop
The rest is enough. You're responsible.
It's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
I know
You're responsible.
You've been behind all of this from the beginning, so cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You
fuck?
going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
It's a little preachy, but hopefully it gets the job done.
This is ridiculous.
Why does he not need to be cuffed for this
You
part?
have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women.
But you
It was
knew
his
about the
business.
murders.
And for
You're an
whatever
accomplice.
reason, I'm sure
End of
only
story.
he could understand. He murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the
is
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder
That's not what
keg.
Georgie said.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
No.
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
It was a trap.
he
I
talking
wouldn't.
about?
It was a trap.
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
Yeah.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you?
What? Are we
You'd
really
do
listening to
anything.
this? We're really entertaining
You
this.
might even give up
He's
an
not. He's
innocent
talking out of
man
his a-hole right
just
now.
to save
You
someone.
considering the Crooked Man's point, you better have a point.
What's he
They didn't
talking
want to
about?
protect
I
you.
really
You better
hope
have a
you're
point.
going somewhere with this.
I see. You want to cut right to the point.
Yep.
I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that. Hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
I'm trying to find like the I don't want to
Yes,
be. There you go.
wasn't I?
We didn't abandon anybody. That was Crane. Don't turn this on us. That was Crane.
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really?
Yep.
What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
I also saved
got
your
my
tree.
back.
I
got
saved your
her
tree from it
back.
being burned down.
In turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor.
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
I mean,
You were gonna burn her tree?
don't try to manipulate. Snow
why
made a
would you
mistake.
want that?
Snow isn't
Is
the
that
blame.
true?
Snow made a mistake. She
I
made a
know.
mistake.
Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
But we have to do
wasn't
things
her
right.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me.
We have to do things the
You
right
hated
way. That's what
Crane,
you just
and
said.
you
That.
hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes.
All right, good job.
But
Nice.
believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
That's true.
And so does the sheriff.
That is also true.
Yeah, right.
I can't
We'll
promise
do
you
better.
perfection.
We didn't
No one
get you
can.
into this mess.
But I can promise to always have your best
We're
interests
trying to
at
protect
heart.
you.
Like you did with her.
We'll do better. We'll do better.
Things haven't been great for a while.
We'll admit.
now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help.
Took faith in
and
Lily.
He would take
He
that
never cared about
weakness
any of
and
you.
add it to his strength.
He never cared about any
And
of
if
you.
things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over.
Yes!
And those girls will have their justice.
Yes! 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 Oh, this feels so good. And I feel very proud.
Very good, very good. The
See,
sentiment
even
is surely
he's clapping.
appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby
Yeah.
got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight
Nerissa.
if Bigby weren't the only one to whom
Nerissa.
Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
F you, what about your history? You can't
So?
talk your way out of this.
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, Crooked Man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed him.
Bluebeard
Sure,
is
I understand.
also...
You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Of course.
Yes, you're responsible. Just shut up. Where are you going with this? You're responsible.
Yes, you're responsible.
If you are in
By
this,
that
you
logic,
are...
Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man,
Now, don't make him a murderer.
doesn't it?
Wasn't Snow's fault.
What happened with Tweedledum wasn't Snow's fault. If you all want to blame someone, blame me. She had nothing
Oh,
to do with it.
Bigby and I have already discussed
That was
his
not the
behavior
answer
night.
that
We're
I should have
handling it
picked.
Where have I
internally.
heard that before?
Oh my god.
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
That
Under
wasn't
my
me.
watch.
Maybe
Maybe he's
Bluebeard did
you
that.
think
Snow
we'd all
wasn't
just let
involved.
that go?
You're
You
the one
can't
on
be
trial.
serious.
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides,
Plus,
Crane
Bluebeard did
was
do
still
that.
deputy mayor when that happened.
Yeah.
Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely
You weren't in charge at that
I
time.
did not
Yeah,
order
you
those
were
two
not in
girls
charge at that
dead.
time. At the end of the
It
day.
simply never happened.
You were in charge, though.
Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
Isn't right. Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
Calm down.
We'll
That's not
deal with
true.
them
Everyone
after we
fucking
deal with
shut
you.
up.
Listen, I
The
know.
laws apply
F-
when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
Shut up.
What's that supposed to mean?
Everyone just shut the fuck
I
up.
mean, a certain level of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you?
It wasn't
treating you
us,
as
it was Crane,
mindless
and you
children,
snatched
too
him away.
stupid to command
You
your own
snatched the
destiny.
person that
Without
destroyed
me,
their hope
who will pay your
away.
rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare
You won't even
challenge
give us a
every talent
chance
when
to
it
fix
leads
what
to
Crane
our
has
dear
done?
Citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Oh, whatever.
Who will be the...
Bigby, Miss White.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
She's our witness.
I'd like to. I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle
Go ahead.
of something.
You don't need to do
Bluebeard.
this.
What?
She has something to say. Go ahead.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
what
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly
Vivian,
irregular.
quiet.
she
We need
wanted
to
you all
establish some
freed.
order here.
She wanted you all freed.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Narissa. My name is Narissa.
You tell him, girlfriend. You tell him.
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because
He's
of
going to
you.
pay for it.
The only two
We know
people
what
who
happened.
ever gave a damn
This
about
confirms
me.
it.
This
Evidence.
just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was
You
always
are the
him.
winning
Georgie would have never
crowd.
done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
It is too
He's
easy.
gotta pay for what he did.
He does have to
Listen
pay.
to yourselves.
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away
You're done
and now
talking.
you want
What did you
mercy?
expect?
You know we
I
can't
could
let
just
you
rip
go
you
free
apart.
after
What did you
this.
expect?
What did you expect
Yeah.
to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now,
I
for
do
your
it?
sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
We don't.
He's guilty.
We don't
I
have
know
to be
that,
murderers.
but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him, lock him up forever, somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more.
It's
if
so
he isn't
interesting
stopped.
how she's
Don't
coming
get
into
rid of him.
use,
Dangerous.
you know,
We can
now
send
that we
everywhere.
Listen up!
saved her tree.
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a
We
decision.
should vote.
Who?
I'm making the call.
Aren't suggesting
We should
yourself.
vote. We should vote.
Should
This is
have
the
a vote.
Yes,
Make it
everyone's in.
democratic.
Yes.
Do you really think that's going to work?
Yes.
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative.
Oh my god, I love
really.
Narissa.
He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Why? So you
Just
guys can create me
do
to be
what
the
you
monster
think is
again?
right.
Just do what you think is right. Just do what you think is right.
Yes.
Rip his head off?
Teach him
Oh,
a fucking
Manuel?
lesson.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa, 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 whoa. What just happened?
This way.
I mean, I was gonna spare you.
I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
Oh, I need a second. I need longer than the red bar. I need to think. We're better than this. We're better than this. You can't hope to pave a better road for the future if you go about the paving process in the wrong way. The foundation of your future depends on your decisions now, right? So if you follow what you've done and what he's done, and he should live in jail. I think living in jail and imprisonment is probably one of the worst punishments out there, because you're not free anymore. And it's all about living with your consequences. If he dies, how is he getting justice? How is Lily getting justice? How is Faith getting justice? How are any of these women getting justice? That's what I believe. Like, I want to rip his head off. I want to rip it off. And I know this is just a video game, but how is anyone going to have faith in the government and myself and the sheriff if they think of us as just murderers, you know? Like, everyone's really mad in the moment, but what if it were them in this moment? What if it were them and their lives were at the, in the balance? You guys aren't gonna like my answer. I think I'm gonna lock him up.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right, do it.
I think imprisonment is a scary thing. Man, this episode is going to be long. Did we finally get Shim Shut-Eye? He looks better.
Not what I was expecting. Morning.
They turned him into a crow.
He's got
That's
a sharp
so
tongue.
bad.
I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Work is work, I guess.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
I think we made the right call.
This fucking line.
What's this guy got anything to do with it? Aw, they kind of look a little happy. Do they?
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Thanks. Can we talk? Everything okay? Everything okay?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
I'm a little confused about that interaction, but okay.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Yeah. He was like, I hated him in the beginning. Now he's totally worn on me. That booty. That thing. That was weird. I don't know what I'm supposed to take away from that. That Snow White is busy. Alright, I think we're finishing this.
I'm going. Jesus.
We didn't work something out?
Minutes.
They carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
Oh, he's
Forgot these.
Oh, thank you.
Snow White sending Toad to the farm?
Pretty busy around here.
I told him we'd help him out.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
How are you doing? Don't be so dramatic. Sorry about all this. I tried to help. How are you doing? I tried to help.
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
I did.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool.
She'll love it.
When they're little, they have
that was
these
such a
pouches
bitch
that
move, Snow.
squirt juice at
Couldn't
you
give
if
them
you touch
one
'em.
more try.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
You'll be
Well, we
safer
don't have a
there. Your
choice
dad broke the
anymore.
rules. Your dad broke the rules.
Broke the rules, TJ. You're not allowed to stay in Fabletown without a glamour.
Yeah, TJ, you'll remember that, right?
Okay.
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
No, we should go, though.
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
How should
He
I
stays out of sight. Yeah, I feel guilty for that one. He
Saying
just keeps
goodbye?
coming by. Where are you going? Narissa! Don't leave us.
Hi.
Hi.
That smile.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh.
Unlocked all Book of
Yeah.
Fables.
I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Remove.
Let me help.
Bigby, I know you're trying
I thought
to
I was going to
help.
be seductive about
This
it.
is just something I need to do on my own, okay?
I'm sorry.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who
What
had
did you
physical
do?
evidence?
Narissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone.
Oh.
We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him
everything. And I begged for mercy.
She was
for all of
scared.
us. I didn't want anyone to die over
Georgie
a picture.
didn't do mercy. You were trying to protect them.
You were just trying to protect them.
Went about it in the wrong way, but...
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Give her a cigarette. She likes Huff and Puff. She doesn't like Huff and Puffs, but...
Here.
Thank you.
She does smoke. Like us. And I don't think she wants anyone touching her.
I don't know what happened.
With her job, you know.
But that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us.
You weren't the
We
one
had
who
committed
killed them.
treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it.
Yeah,
So
we needed
what if
evidence.
It wasn't the whole truth.
What's done is done.
It was true enough.
What's done is done.
I guess what's done is done.
And we didn't kill him.
Ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality, especially after that night after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment, so I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
Her pants.
I walked her over
The
here.
piece of fabric.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah. I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
She wanted
pointed
justice
you in
for
the
her
right direction.
friends.
People like us get forgotten all the time.
The Crooked Man was counting on that.
When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
I'm sorry you had to do
Not
that.
really.
That won't happen anymore. I'm sorry you had to do that.
Sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you.
And I need you,
two
Nerissa.
make a good team. The way you
Don't
look
leave.
out for each other.
Snow doesn't need
And
me.
look out for
I don't know
us.
where I stand.
You don't see
No
that a
one's
lot
ever
these
effing
days.
happy.
I go out there and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice
friends?
to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing.
Did I do the right ending?
And I left Faith at your doorstep.
I've made a lot of mistakes. I hope
anyone
I've
stood a
done some
chance
good.
against the
None of that.
Crooked
I
Man,
hope I've done some
it
good.
was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Fabletown won't be the same without you either, Nerissa. Please don't leave.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
It's ominous.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Let her go. I was literally just gonna hit X. My instinct was to hit X. But if she doesn't want to be found... Oh my... God.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Oh my God. Wow, that was a holy twist at the end. Finished the episode happily ever after. I think this is it. I think we completed the game. Faith was Nerissa the whole time. So was it Nerissa who died and was glamored as Faith? I should have seen it. I should have seen it because Nerissa, Faith smoked too. That's a lot to unpack. I'm gonna read my choices. Okay, what did you do to Georgie? You and 45% of players left Georgie to die. I think that's the biggest suffering that you can do on a person is to leave them, and he definitely deserved to suffer. Did you give the Crooked Man a trial? You and 67% of players brought the Crooked Man back alive. I can't even imagine what the trial would look like if he wasn't there. It gave me so many opportunities to kill him. And so that was what was nagging at me this whole time was, if it's giving me so many opportunities to kill this guy, and also why would I kill him after I brought him back? You know, I could have killed him at the factory, but I didn't. So why should I then kill him now just when there's an audience, you know? Everyone's going to be unhappy with the decision, but my initial decision was to bring him back alive with no violence. And that was, I think, the overall message of my gameplay so far is that every single decision I've made is to make sure that everyone sees Bigby as not some big bad wolf, but as someone who truly tries to care. At Lily's funeral, at the pudding and pie, when we first ever met Georgie, it kept trying to get me to smash all the items and the equipment and all these different situations where I could have chosen. Now, I will say that Twiddledee and Tweedledum did have me a little... I'm not sure I'm super proud of that answer, but I still don't feel guilty. That guy had it coming. You talk about terrible people, and those guys were not good. Ooh, that's a good... Okay. How did you punish the Crooked Man? You and 40% of players chose to imprison. And I would say that it was the best decision because he turned into a crow. That must suck. Living your life as a bird. Never being able to talk to anyone else ever again. 97% of players decided to accept TJ's gift for Snow. How dare you guys? Any of you, the 2.1% of people that chose not to give TJ that gift or to accept the gift. What were your last words to Nerissa? You and 29% of players said, I hope I've done some good here. Crazy. Special stats? What? Oh, what is this? Okay, let's read this. You beat him while he was... That was one time. Really? You're going to make my one tiny mistake? Okay, so dumb. Okay. You fought him after the interrogation, of course. The butcher, you beat him up. Okay, I feel bad for the butcher. But he was also narcissistic too. He was kind of a wimp. Colin, you helped avoid the farm. The Crooked Man, you took him back to the witching well. You imprisoned him. You killed him. Yep. You gave her money after the fight with the woodsman. You left him to die. You offered her a job. I think the biggest accomplishment we had here today in this gameplay was giving Greenleaf a job and not burning her tree. I think that was our saving grace because without her, which I don't think she would have been able to imprison, and she probably wouldn't have wanted to imprison the Crooked Man. She probably would have wanted to be on the Crooked Man's side if we had done all this evil in this game. We wouldn't have won the crowd. That's crazy. It's cool. It's really cool. You drank with Gran after Lily's funeral. You pretended to be the woodsman while she was passed out. I don't understand what these significances have, but okay. Lots with Nerissa. You gave her a cigarette during your final conversation. You tried to take off her ribbon in Bigby's office. You tried... Okay, in my defense, I kind of thought we were having a moment, so I thought by trying to take off the ribbon, we were going to maybe... I was going to, like, help her advance some sort of, you know, therapy or something. I thought maybe she'd want to, you know, cozy up to Bigby a little bit afterwards. You brought her along with your... we brought her along to the Trip Trap, and I think that really helped us out. You chose to wait for him, of course. You accepted his beetle and promised to give it to Snow. You slapped him during the interrogation in his argument. You stood up for him when Snow wanted to send him to the farm. What very two contradictory statements those are. I beat the crap out of him, and yet I was his friend. And that was our longest playthrough session yet. Let me make sure that there's no other chapters here. No, that's it. And with that, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching this series of The Wolf Among Us. Really exciting news. The Wolf Among Us is going to get a game 2, so it sounds like. Someone confirm for me in the comments if you've managed to make it this far, but I'm pretty sure that it's gonna get a second game. So it's coming out in 2024 supposedly. And the fact that we've already played through all this means that we have something to build off of, which is great. I wonder if our answers are going to like stay with us through the game series, so I'm really excited for that. Obviously, this episode was a lot longer than intended and very late, I might add. If you enjoyed this episode or enjoyed any of the decisions that were made here today and want to support, obviously, myself, please consider liking the video and obviously subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot, and it lets me know, hey, you liked what we did here today. So we post every single day, and whether that be YouTube Shorts, playthrough, Let's Plays, grounded, survivalistic games, really anything's on the table right now. We come out with those every single day, so please stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Mwah.